First video, bro. It's crazy. It's been a long time coming. This is probably gonna pick up all the cars going by. I have a feeling I'm right in the middle of the sun too. I don't know if I should crouch over. No, it's fine. But I got Joel behind the camera right now. Thank you, bro. But, bro, the goal for this, I want to make, not necessarily just make content, but we should be preaching the gospel, sharing the word as much as possible. And the only way, maybe not the only way, but the way going forward with having the access to technology and this right here, recording a video and all this stuff right now, we have all this in front of us, and how many Christians are doing it? I've been reluctant trying to do this for the longest time because I was afraid of putting my face on camera, because I'll be looked at as, oh, he's that Jesus kid. He's just making Christian videos. It's just cringe. It's that. It's this. Sure. But now I'm at a point where I can't not do this anymore. I can't not glorify Christ. I can't not make content with the talents and abilities that I have. I cannot. It all started with Project Roman 7, which is a separate channel, but that's the brand. That's a clothing brand that I started and I'm working on. But that's not. I don't think that's a place where I can share my personal videos and things like that. So here I am on my personal channel, Denim Cherian. Oh, if there's people watching this, I'd introduce myself. My name is Denim. All these trucks going by, bro. They're all looking at me like, what am I doing? But yeah, this is the first video. Probably gonna be watched by me, Joel, someone else, and probably someone else. 4 people. Yeah, the unless this becomes something one day, which it hopefully does. Obviously not for my glory, but to glorify Christ. But the first video will always be looked back on. Yeah. And it's gonna be cringe, and it's gonna be funny, and yeah. But anyway, I wanted to make a video and finally get this going. Before we shot this video, so many demons today. So many demons trying to make us not get this video out, not try to get this recorded. I got up at 5 a.m, trying to have my days back again, trying to grind and live the best way I can possibly live, not be lost into temptation, not be lost in the screen, not be lost scrolling, but finally put my life together and get back and be, not necessarily be on the grind, because that's another thing, it's a fancy term we use now. Oh, we gotta grind, everybody's grinding, like, no. Before the phones, before the video games, before the porn, before all the things that we have to fulfill our dopamine hits, fulfill our pleasures, before, and maybe how long ago is that? 30 years, if that, where people had access to so much pleasure for so cheap, for free, with no effort. How long ago is that? 30 years maybe. Even then, about 30 years ago, there's no free pornography on your cell phone because there's no smartphones, or there, times were different. And that's 30 years ago, I'm saying. But even before that, people had no option but to grind. People had they wake up in the morning, all right, get to work, or, go out in the farms or whatever people were doing. They had no option but to grind. They had no option but to work. And now here we are in a society, in a culture where grinding is celebrated when it should be the norm. It was always the norm, and now it's being celebrated, which is not a bad thing, I suppose. But grinding shouldn't be something that we chase. It should be something that's normal. And coming from me, I suck at it. Why? Right? Why do I suck at it? Because I'm also, just like any one of you that could be watching, lost by the world, got caught in all the temptations and the food, the TV, the video games, the pornography, anything that will satisfy our pleasures. That comes so easily to us now. Lost by that and not taking action and doing the bare minimum, going to school or going to work. Doing the bare minimum just to get by because we're supposed to. We more so do that for the fear of the people that are around us. What are they gonna think? Oh, if I don't show up to work, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. I gotta make money, I gotta pay off my debts. That's why I do what I do. That's not gonna cut it any longer because, man, Colossians 3:23. Work willingly as if you're working for the Lord, not for any earthly masters, but your Father in heaven. And that's anything that you do, whether it be me recording this video right now. There we go. Whether it be me recording this video right now, or going to work, or going to school, or whatever it may be, do anything and everything to glorify Him, to expand His kingdom. And man, it took a while to get to this point, to understand what that meant. Because I was living for myself my whole entire life. It never satisfied me at all. Never did. It could never. I always wanted more out of life, but I was also lost in my own self-hatred of how much I hated what I do. The things I wanted to do, I never did. And that comes back full circle to the whole reason why I started this channel. And the reason why I started this channel is my other channel, Project Roman 7. And that brand, the conception of that brand, and how that brand was created from the book of Romans, chapter 7, of a wretched man, of Paul talking about himself as a wretched man. As great as he was, as faithful as he was, he still fell. He still had trouble with himself. It was just you versus you. He goes, I do the things I don't want to do, the things I wanted to do, that I don't do, the things I hate, I do. It's a sin living in me. And later on in verse 24, oh, what a wretched man I am. 25 though. Thanks be to God that rescued me from this body that is subject to death. I might have read that the other way. Anyway, you get the point. But yeah, even today, trying to, coming back full circle on this conversation. Got up at 5. Thank God. Did my morning split, my morning prayer, and spent time in the Word for a good amount of time. Then what I didn't really want to do, even though I know I should have, is which I did do, I had to go to the gym. It's leg day. Not a big fan of leg day. Although, when I do go to the gym, I quite enjoy leg day, but did not want to go whatsoever, especially today, because it's been a month or so since I've been to the gym. Finally starting to go back. I was tired, off of 4 hours of sleep. Went to the gym, hated it. Every set sucked, because I thought it was going to be one of those days where, okay, I'll get to the gym and this is recording, right? That would have sucked. Went to the gym. Usually if I start a set, then the blood's pumping. You get back into it. I was just super tired today. Did not want to finish my workout whatsoever, but pushed through it. Had a good leg day. Came back home extremely tired. Had a good meal after, and tried to take a little nap. Probably slept 10 minutes out of my hour-long nap because I couldn't sleep. Anyway, after that, got ready, got Joel here, and we tried to look for a spot, trying to get this video done. And that took another hour or so, just trying to find a good spot, hiking through different parks and such. But ended up here. It's a nice spot. But yeah, I guess more so the thing about today was doing things regardless of what your feelings are about it, whether you feel like it or not. You hear this often. It's cliche. It's especially now in the whole grinding space of personal development, David Goggins and everybody else. I love those guys, but yeah, it's true. You cannot be associated, or you can't be attached to your feelings. You have to do the things that you have to do, the things that you want to do or should do, regardless of how you feel about it. You have to separate your feelings from it. And so here I am, finally filming this video. Project Roman 7 started, 2 years ago? It was January of 2022 is when Project Roman 7, as it was back then, started as a short film, as a movie idea. Never did the movie then. Months went by. I realized there's more to this that I want to keep. There's more to this that I want to expand on, rather than just the short film. So then it became t-shirt ideas and making a brand, so that this message lives on longer. But there's a train going by. I wonder if that's going to be in the video. Anyway, there's so many cars, man. Anyway, so figured out where I was. I was talking about Project Roman 7. I'm back with my train of thought. But yeah, Project Roman 7 was supposed to be just a short film. That turned into a brand idea. Now I wanted to be more than just a brand. Now there's a podcast associated to it. There's way more that I want this to be. Project Roman 7, and not just a brand, not just a podcast, not just this channel, my channel, or the R7 channel. But the goal and the dream is to build a ministry and travel the world. But that's all, for another day. And I also want to give a big shout out for one of my main inspirations for starting this channel, especially is David Hammond. I've been watching David's videos for years now. Before he was a Christian, way before. I think probably from one of his one of his first viral NoFap videos or something like that. But I've been watching his stuff since. I've been praying for him since, and the transformation that occurred in his life is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. He's baptized, he's Christian, and he got rid of his self-development thing, and now it's Christ developed, which is absolutely amazing. And that's his ministry as well, Christ developed. And he also does similar videos like this under his own channel, David Hammond. And big shout out to him. I want to meet him one day. I know I am just a 0 subscriber, 10 views, 2 likes video right now. But in any way that I can glorify God, man, I'll take it. And if this is gonna stay 5 subscribers, 10 subscribers for the next whole year. And that's fine by me, because the key here is not necessarily my growth or how big the channel explodes or anything like that, but it's more so to just trust the process, for lack of a better term. It's just to keep consistent and keep going at it, every day, every week. I have a full-time job. I have a 9 to 5 as an engineer. On top of that, I want to do this. I want to do everything I can to expand his kingdom, because what else am I doing? What other point is there in life, bro? But this is just a start. Lots and lots and lots of more videos to come. This is why I started a podcast, because I have lots to talk about. But this is just the start of it, and hopefully more and more videos to come. But that was the first one. My name is Denim. God bless you all. Thank you.